Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
چطور بچه همین هستم و خوش اومدید به پارت جدید از بازی دی استنلی پارابل اولترا دلوکس. بچه ها این بازی فکری هستش، بازی که داره اندینگ های خیلی مختلفی هستش. من نمیدونم داستان واقعا چجوری میگن، چند تا اندینگ داره و فقط از یه اندینگ نیستش. اینو بعدین با داداشم بازی رو پلی بدیم، حالا قراره همینطور تا آخرش ببینیم چه اتفاقاتی میفته. بریم دیگه. فقط نکرد من ویدیو رو لایک کنید، چنل یوتیوب منم سابسکرایب کنید، کامنت بنویسید دیگه چه بازی میخواید. مراقب خودتون باشید. لیتس گو.
Number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor.
در مورد زندگی آروم راحتش صحبت میکنه که حالا مثلا هر روز چه ساعتی بیدار میشده، چه کاری هر روز دفترش انجام میده.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-lifting, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly.
شمارش 427 هستش.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
یه روز میفهمه همه چیز اتفاقات عجیبی میفته و همه چیز غیر عادیه. و الان بازی شروع شد. میشه تایپی چیزی هم کرد. پشت سیستم اینجور چیزا. الو.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
همه چی انگار غیر عادیه تو بازی.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
یکی میگه داره با همون صحبت میکنه، میگه برو سمت لفت میشه سمت چپ دیگه، رایت میشه سمت راست. میگه برو سمت چپ. بدون به ما که نمیدیم میدونن چه اتفاقی میفته، بازی رندومه. بریم به حرف طرف گوش کنیم، بریم سمت چپ یا نه برخلاف بریم سمت راست.
راست بریم.
یعنی برخلاف حرفش بریم.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
ما اصلا
Perhaps he had
یهو
simply missed
اشتباه
the
کردیم
memo.
از اون سمت اومدیم. لباس ترسناک شد و تا پله ها نمیدونم به کجا میخوردش اینا. بذار دوباره بریم.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
پس یه سری پلیر بازی
Yes,
داریم.
this room. What a beautiful room.
اینجا رو دیدیم
What a
دیگه.
gorgeous. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
اینا پای آسانسور رفتیم. ببینیم اینجا
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
راهی نداریم. بریم روی چیز دیگه نیست.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by
یه خورده
yourself.
اول تو جاهای روشن بازی ببینیم چه خبره.
I'm asking for
نه باید یه اصله اول پیدا کنیم مگه نه؟
اصلا این نیستش
your
بازی.
chance
فقط
to
راه
redeem
بری
yourself,
در تو
to
در
put your work
دیگه چه
aside,
اتفاقی
to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
یه اتفاقایی
دیگه
بیفته.
صبر کن. یه ذرشم شما پلیبت بردون.
من برم؟
دبلیو
برم؟
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach.
تلفن جواب بده. خدا.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
لام روشن شد.
Okay, there we go.
این یه تیکه رو من دیده بودم. اینو میدونستم چجوری بوده. اینو خودم حتما دادم بده.
trying to tell him that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. But as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. Well, I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
شروع شد. دیدین اون اولی اندینگش شد بچه ها، دیدین خیلی ترسناکه یه مقداری این بازی. بریم ببینم یه دیگه گشن بریم. دوباره همونو تکرار میشه دیگه تو بازی.
خب حالا بریم از سمت چیز بریم از سمت
این بار اینجا رو رفتیم، حالا بریم این یکی.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
ببین چطوره تا آخر ویدیو بذاریم.
اینجا چیه؟
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
این چیه؟ آن 2845 خوش گفت. اشتباه داریم.
2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
داداش ترسناک است. داره دیگه هم نداره.
نه همین فقط بود.
بخواین نخون باید بریم. این دوباره همونجا میخوره.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, determined where freedom meant nothing.
هر کی میخواد اینو بریزه
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do, for example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are supposed to eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments it is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you gets quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Anything, anything, something here will save me. Do you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving forward. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world.
اصلا بلد نیستم یه تیکه
I'm going to destroy it first. So you
goodbye.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever.
یک.
ترکید دیگه رفت رو هوا. چقدر سخته. اینم از دوباره بازی لوچ.
خدا رحمتش کنه.
خب اینم از بازی. بچه ها دیدید دیگه چجوری بازیاتون. حتما ویدیو رو لایک و چنل یوتیوب من هم سابسکرایب بکنید. با داداشم قراره این بازی رو هر دفعه پلی بدیم. اونجوری که من خیلی ترسناکه رهنایی نمیشه رفتتش. باشه بچه ها مراقب خودتون باشید و خدا نگهدار.